The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
What you listening to, man? What they talking about? I got my hand up on that knob, trying to figure out. It doesn't matter who's the guest or what's the subject, cause they keep it 100 and them callers love it. The radio show got you tuned in, ready for action like a bad chick texting what's happening. They ain't here giving 5 o'clock news. Our hosts keep it blunt, sharing their point of views. They going in, man, cause they ain't got no filter. Cause they keep it 100, that's why we messing with you. Got you up to date with the latest with music and what's trending, that's basics. On primetime hours, you can never go wrong. And get night music and what's going on in your neck of the woods, like, hey, Al Roco on Today, like, feeling entertained with the radio show. Tuesday, Thursday, taking over, let them know. Let them telephone rings, yeah, I'm on this thing.
All right, we got Bring a Friend night on the radio show, ATL. All right, we got some familiar friends hanging out with us. So we got my Negro amigo, Big Debo, my Black Friend podcast hanging out. Debo, happy holidays. Welcome back. All right.
Thank you.
All right, we got the fellas from the On the Geaux Podcast. We got Krystian and Tyler hanging out with us. What's up, fellas? Welcome back.
What's happening?
All right, and then we got some new friends that we made, our homegirls, Aisya and Bryttany from the Small Talk Podcast, who have no idea what the hell they have signed up for, but they are here. How y'all doing, ladies? Welcome back.
Thank you.
I'm a little scared, but we're here.
Hey, ladies. Hey, how y'all doing?
Hi.
We spoke as we spoke now.
There we go.
Yeah, I'm gonna be on my best behavior. I promise.
No, you won't.
You wasn't on your best behavior the last time we had some ladies on the show. Chill your out of pocket.
That's because y'all start talking about gumbo. That ain't my fault.
Okay, he about to start up right then, but we're not gonna talk about gumbo. At least not this
no gumbo slander, please.
No gumbo. But there's only one place that we can start this show, and that's, it's Jonathan Majors. And usually we don't do too much topical stuff, but this is too topical for us to speak on. But it's a many different ways to go about, I guess, bringing up this subject that's going on with Jonathan Majors, where this story had been lagging on. You know, Marvel was waiting for, some actual other than accusations to come out before they decided to do what they did. If you're not caught up in the story, Google that shit. I'm not going to explain it. If you're watching it, you should know about it. So Google it. You know what I'm saying? But I guess the big thing with this whole thing is that, with him being found guilty and then Marvel immediately removing him, this is a situation where people talk about, I guess, cancel culture. And if what he did is true, then he should be canceled. And I bring that up because I have some sound that I want everybody to check out. So for the people that's watching on YouTube, here's the please stand by. We're going to educate everybody on this video that I want you to see. It's a clip from an interview with, it's actually Ice Cube, actually. His interview with Piers Morgan. And it's something that he said in this interview that's real dangerous, and it ties into what's happening with Jonathan Majors. So y'all check this out. Be right back in just a second.
Let's do this. There's been a lot of stuff about the state of the world, about the state of America. Where do you see things right now?
I think people are very polarized in all kind of ways. People are afraid to speak out because of the cancel culture culture that we have today. So I just think, people are afraid and they're running to their corners, In
a way, it is a cancel culture. It behaves like that.
It does, because it makes not only the person that's getting canceled, they're trying to shut them up, but anybody's watching now, they shut up because they say, if it can happen to this guy, it can happen to me. So by By smashing somebody who says something that you might not like and canceling them, it actually reverberates throughout the whole community, and everybody now is watching what they say all the time.
What's the answer to this? Because I think it's crazy that in a democracy like the United States, like the United Kingdom, that people are too frightened to speak their mind, to say what they think. What do we do about this?
I think you say what you want to say, and to hell with the consequences. You got to be willing to fight for your rights and fight for what you believe in. And if you're a person who believes in freedom of speech, you have to fight and say what you feel and let the chips fall where they may. And all
right, welcome back. All right, so we just you saw or heard that clip from Ice Cube, and the reason why I played that is because at the end of that, what Cube said was very dangerous, where it's, say what you want to say and the hell with the consequences. Now, I guess we could all agree that if they say what Jonathan Majors did and what was presented, that he did it, this is a prime example of somebody who will be canceled and probably should be canceled. And I guess I want to start the conversation, and I'm glad that we have two queens with us to talk about this, getting their perspective on it. So I wanted to start off with this one, talking to Bryttany about this. So Britt, I wanted to come to you and ask you, so the situation with Jonathan Majors, him being, caught up in the situation and Marvel firing him immediately, you feel that that's pretty warranted, or do you feel like they rushed to a decision too quickly?
First of all, I didn't know that Marvel got rid of him so fast, so that's news to me.
As soon as he dropped.
That's crazy. I think that cancel culture brings on something like you cancel somebody or you criticize somebody. Almost, it can be unfairly, right? If you don't know the full facts of things, even though he was quote unquote proven guilty, what are the facts, right? Like, did y'all dig? Did y'all dive? Did y'all thoroughly look through what needs to be looked through to cancel him completely, right? To get rid of him out of Marvel. That's just my opinion. I'm not saying that it didn't need to happen, because if he did do what he was known for doing, then he needed to suffer some sort of consequences. But was it done too fast? Yeah, I'm gonna say yeah.
Yeah, as soon as that came out, it dropped in, and they were done with him. Mm-hmm. Now, Debo, with you, I know that you got a different outlook on that. I know that what I felt like what Ice Cube said in the situation, where based on what Cube was saying, that he shouldn't be canceled. He should just be free to do whatever, and to hell with the consequence. But I know you look at this like two Americans.
Well, I mean, in a way, I kind of live my life like Cube says that. Like, if you've been around me, you know me. I'm going to say what I want to say, how I want to say it, and I'll be damned to whatever the fuck consequences, because I'm a man. I'm going to stand on it. Like, I'm going to deal with whatever consequences come my way. However, I feel like cancel culture is toxic as fuck, because for you to go and pull file from somebody 20, 30, 40, 50 years ago and say, well, you did this and you should be canceled for this. Everybody knows that people go through growth and changes, and I might not be the same person I was 10 years ago. So I can tell you right now, Debo is not the same. Aaron is not the same person that Debo was 30 years ago. Okay. So I know that if you took some shit that I said 30 years ago, that might be crazy to some folks. But I also feel that if you want to say something, if you feel cancel culture is doing nothing but making everybody feel protected in what they say, and they're not really expressing their true feelings. And I hate to say this, it's literally what the Republicans of like Donald Trump are saying. Cancel culture is terrible, and it's literally the same thing. It's literally, they're echoing. Now they're using it for the negative reasons, but also it's literally the same thing. Cancel culture has become the overarching the guiding way of the world now. And one thing I can say about Marvel getting rid of Majors is they are consistent, and I can respect the consistency, because they got rid of Johnny Depp out of not Marvel, but Disney, because that's who owns Marvel. They got rid of Johnny Depp after those allegations with Amber Heard. And then he won his trial, right? And they haven't said anything. They haven't said anything about him coming back, but they removed him from all of his movies. Remember, he had done tons of movies, not just the Pirates of the Caribbean, but he was in like The Lone Ranger and like some other shit, Willy Wonka. He was like their darling, and they got rid of him. So I understand why they got rid of Jonathan Majors. Do I think that is differences in both sense? Yes. But at the same time, they're consistent in what they do. Now, some people will say, well, what about his white cohorts like Ezra Miller? If y'all don't know who Ezra Miller is, he's the Flash in that movie series. And if you just Google some of the shit that he's done, kind of crazy, and he was able to keep his job, and he would keep his movie, and he was out there, and all he had said was I'm sorry. And they kind of like glassed over it. But I mean, with Disney, I feel like this is how they do things. They get rid of folks kind of quickly. So, you know.
I mean, I can go next. So I agree with Q. You know, like if you want to, you can say whatever the hell you want to me or to anybody, and you know, as long as you're cool with the consequences that come with that, like it is what it is. Like I'm not a fan of you know, censoring folks. You know, like if you racist, go ahead and show us you racist. I'd rather you just be racist in front of me than like to pretend like you're my friend. You know what I'm saying? And that's just an example. But like,
at least I know how you coming, bro.
Yeah, exactly. I know how you coming. Like, if you got some shit to say, just say it. Like, it, you know, it is what it is. So I don't think what Cube said at all was like dangerous. Like, talk your shit. Like, this is, you know, it is what it is. Now, if you know, saying some anti-LGBTQ stuff and you lose your job, like that's the consequence. You said what you had, you know, you felt that way about it. So you okay with the consequences? Like, you know, I think the thing that bothers me is that like people say out of pocket stuff and then they get mad when people are outraged. You know, like it's like you knew this was out of pocket. You knew what you were saying was like crazy in today's culture, today's climate. Like, you know, you gotta chill. Like, you should not be surprised by this. When it comes to cancel culture, I feel like cancel culture is too wishy-washy. I feel like there's a lot of people that just see a headline or one video and they just go straight to trying to hold folks accountable, and they trying to be the police for everything. And to me, like, I just don't care about other people's life that much to try to be the judge and the jury and the police. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's just get all the facts. You know, let's get them from credible sources. Let's see what all happened, and then we can come to a conclusion, right? You know, Jonathan Majors, based on the videos I saw, I don't know all the facts. I didn't read through the case or the documents and all that stuff. But based on the videos I saw, it looked like my man was running away. So I don't know what kind of assault he was doing. You know, maybe there's more to the story that I am not privy to or have looked up. But I seen my man running away from the girl. Like, he ran like 5 blocks, okay? So clearly he was trying to get out of that situation. But
let me educate you though. So the charges that they convicted him on was for him when he was forcefully putting her back into the SUV when he was trying to get out of the car in the middle of the street and she was trying to go after him. He was forcing her back in the vehicle. That's where the aggravated the aggravated assault claims came from in the 3rd degree and the harassment. What they did not convict him of was intentionally harming her. So, you know, the charges that the DA were bringing, well, first off, all of them were misdemeanors, which is fucking crazy that he went to trial for misdemeanors, whatever. But the charges that they couldn't get him on was they couldn't prove that he meant to hurt her or that the injuries that she would sustain, he did. They could prove that he forcibly removed her from him, and that was, I think they said the force was too much. It wasn't appropriate force, and that's why they convicted him. Honestly, I think it's bullshit because
I think that's bullshit too, and that was my guess, but I didn't want to just assume wrong.
Oh no, it's bullshit.
The charge was because he picked her up and tried to put her back.
You can't have none of that swirling around your family movies when you're trying to sell that to family.
And that's the point I was gonna make, right? So to me, that's bullshit. Like, he shouldn't lose his job over that. Dana White was literally out here beating up his wife.
That nigga slapped his wife.
Yeah, slapped the fuck out of his wife. And he still gets
his fucking wife. Yeah.
He still gets
on video.
own his league. He's got all his the ESPN rights. He's got everything. So,
absolutely.
You know, for me, my only issue with Disney is that even with the Johnny Depp situation, I feel like and they're so powerful, they can get away with it, right? Because the brands are gonna move on. They still gonna attract people, but it's like that trigger word. If they hear abuse or if they hear assault, you done. And you gotta respect them for having that line. They hear it. They don't care about the court result. We'll pay you your last check and we done with you. So you gotta respect the consistency.
Had he beat him, I think he would have been fine. Had he didn't get any charges, he might have been fine. Because once the video came out, and then also they had an eyewitness. The driver was an eyewitness, and the prosecution brought him up like, "Oh, he's going to show that he beat her ass," and he didn't. He said, "No, she was the aggressor."
It bring up another question though, Debo. Well, the question for me, Aisya, I want to get you in on this because I want to ask your opinion about this. Is that okay? So in your view, with him being removed and what's around his name, does Jonathan Majors work again? Is he done? Like, is this it for him? Like, we could just go on and write him off because this is the biggest thing he probably would have ever been involved in, being in Marvel movies. We know how big superhero movies. Is he done, or can he rehab himself? Can he come back?
I don't know. I don't know, because the only thing that I'm thinking about, to be honest, is the fact of like what Debo was saying earlier. Like, people don't go past the headline. So people are not going to educate themselves, which, to be honest, I think why he got dropped so fast, because from a business perspective, you have to understand your consumer, right? So if you know that your consumer is not going to look into what convictions he wasn't convicted of, you know what I'm saying? Like, all those things, it wouldn't be smart for you at all. So now that he is now convicted, I don't think people would be willing to take that chance, especially because just some of the work that we've seen him in, like, is he a good actor? Yes, absolutely. But even with that, he's been even with the roles that he plays, he doesn't have a wide variety though of the things that he has done. And so when you become that type of actor anyway, it's going to be harder for him to branch out regardless. So I don't know if he's going to come back. He might be on some, like, I don't know, we might see him on a BET.
So what you're saying is he's not going to be on a rom-com? Is that what you're telling me?
I think, you know what? Give it some time. Not right away.
Right.
I think if the shorty help him write something.
Tyler Perry about to hit him up.
I think he could come back. It's going, like you said, it's going to take time. Like,
but hasn't he done like other movies outside of Disney? Wasn't he?
Yeah, he's done tons of stuff. Yeah, I mean, he's been in TV shows.
You know, I'm not a movie guy, so you got me against the wall, like on that.
I think he will. I mean, he was in Lovecraft Country, which was fantastic, and so like he's done TV, he's done movies, or cable, I guess you can call it. But I feel like he could come back. I don't foresee him in anything.
When he also in that what was the Netflix film with the with like the black cowboys and shit? He was in that one as well. I can't remember the name of it.
He wasn't in that movie about Nat Turner?
Yeah.
He was in that. He was in Creed 3. So like he's been in some stuff. I don't think he comes. I don't think he drops another movie in the next 2-3 years. At least until they sentence him and see what it is. I don't foresee him going to jail. If he serves jail time, it's gonna be quite a while before he come back. But if anybody could come back, Robert Downey Jr. came back. Y'all know the shit he did in the early 90s.
Another question too, though, Debo, when you're saying that, like, okay, so let's flip it like this. So, Britt, I'm gonna swing back to you. If this is Chris Evans, or this Robert Downey Jr. or Mark Ruffalo, one of the other white stars, they dropping them that fast. Like, the ink wasn't dry on the verdict. So if we talking about one of these other guys, is he up out of here just as fast? If it's one of those guys versus being Jonathan Majors?
I mean, probably not. I hate to pull the race card, but we all know what it is, right? Like, white privilege at its finest. They probably would have dug a little bit deeper, handed out.
They might have hired a PI to go do their own internal
investigation. Right. Like, it's a given. The fair chances aren't really given. And like Debo was saying, you know, the what he was charged for, misdemeanors trial, was unnecessary, and if his skin had a little bit less melanin in it, I highly doubt that it would have gone the way that it did.
I think those folks just knew they needed to put something on him at the end of the day. Honestly, it was no way they was gonna let this guy at the peak of his career having back-to-back A-list movie come out with the Creed and the Marvel film that had just dropped right after that.
Mm-hmm.
There was no way they was gonna let that guy walk out with not having something attached to his name.
Yeah, that's just any prosecutor though, bro. When they go through all that trouble to like get to court, do all this other crap, they gonna try to get your ass on something, dog. Like just so they have it on the record.
So my problem is, well, first off, Jeremy Renner has been accused of doing fucked up shit. Josh Brolin, who was Thanos, was accused of doing fucked up shit. The difference between them and Jonathan Majors is they didn't go to trial. They probably should have. They was accused of way worse shit. But I digress. The DA in New York is full of fucking shit because the police arrested the woman who assaulted him in a vehicle that the cab driver said that she assaulted him first and that she admitted to taking his property and that he was trying to get it back. And they saw that she probably needed to be arrested. They requested her to be arrested. They gave her a bench ticket to come into the court. I've been following this for a long time, in case y'all didn't know. They asked her to come in. She came in, and the DA said they did not want to prosecute her, which is fucking crazy. So she's on record by saying she did assault him. She did take his property. She wouldn't give it back. She chased him through New York, and you chose not to prosecute her, but to prosecute him. If I'm Jonathan Majors, I sue her ass criminal.
Oh,
now the problem with that is cancel culture going to say, "Oh, you just being petty because you lost."
That's
but
cool.
in actuality,
you
you admitted to assaulting me. You admitted to taking my property.
Hey,
and you shouldn't have. And now you don't cost me money. Then not only did that, she took his fucking credit card and partied with some fucking white folks that she had just met on the street, just spending his fucking money. Kind of crazy, but I digress.
I got a quick question.
That's why you can't be. That's why my mom said, "Don't if she don't use your comb, don't bring it home." But I ain't gonna say that.
A quick question. So, I mean, based off of the conversation here and kind of hearing Ice Cube say what he said, do y'all feel like celebrities, low-key, they have to tiptoe around their beliefs and what they say just because they're celebrities? Like, are they not entitled to speak their opinion on anything? Cancel culture?
How powerful they are and what they affiliated with. Mm-hmm. Like somebody like Ice Cube, Ice Cube owns stuff. I don't know if he really trying to act like that anymore. I don't think he really cares. He definitely not rapping anymore.
I mean, Ice Cube came out the gate, fuck the police. He came out the gate, fuck the police.
I think it just depends on who you're affiliated with and how and what your net worth looking like. Like, like Beyonce and Jay-Z, they could probably say whatever the hell they want. People still gonna follow them. They still gonna do whatever. Taylor Swift the same way. Taylor Swift could probably come out and say some really crazy shit. And
I just feel like when you too nice, like Taylor Swift, like if you see somebody that just ain't never done nothing bad, I feel like them secretly the worst people. I feel like them secretly the motherfuckers that's really out here being the most villainous motherfuckers, twirling their mustache type shit. Because ain't no 100% good person, bro. And like if your image is so wafted, like it's something. I just can't trust a nigga, and that's my problem. I don't trust motherfuckers, and like. Cancel culture has made it so that you can't trust people. The one thing I can respect about a Trump person, not saying I like Trump, and I don't like what they stand for. They gonna tell you how they fucking feel in your fucking face, bro.
Well, hold on, Debo, because they tried to tell you that song, what was that? That Try That in a Small Town was like, oh, that's not racist. How you?
No. We know it's racist. But they was blatant with their shit. See, some shit when it's blatant and it's in your face, you ain't got to be told that.
They make it seem like you got to dance in the middle of the street, like nigga, for you to know that that's what they doing. You know what I'm saying? You understand that that's racist. You get it.
But that's because of cancel culture. They still telling you how they feel. It's better. Listen, one thing my grandfather always taught me is. You can trust a Southern racist because they're going to be racist in your face. But a Northern racist, they're not going to be racist in your face. They're going to be racist behind closed doors. They're going to shut you out from shit. They're going to deny your loans. They're not going to let you into this school because they don't like your skin color. But you ain't going to never know it because they're going to smile in your face. And I'd rather deal with a motherfucker that ain't.
And I don't want to go down the rabbit hole, but this case took place in New York City. You got a Democratic governor, Democrat, everything up there. and they still was on some racist shit, bro. Like, we're not trying to go down the rabbit hole tonight, but like,
man.
I mean, when they read his verdict, because I saw it when they read his verdict, the lady who read it laughed about it. She giggled as she said yes. One of the fucking, like, because it was 5 white people to 1 black person. It was a black woman
in New York City.
In New York City. That was his
Look,
jury.
I don't mean to be that guy, but we know, and this is in quotations, we know that there's never been one more victimized person in the country than the white woman. She's been victimized all her life. She's been having issues all the days of her life.
She had to fight all her life.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm like, man, look, the part about it that's crazy with me as far as like with Ice Cube, and the reason why I said what he said was dangerous is that you can't be like, say whatever you want to say and let the chips fall where they may. Because at your job, Mike, an accountant, can't just come in there and talk about how much he don't like black people because they're going to fire his ass. So
he gonna catch an ass with him first, but he can do that shit. Come to my desk with that shit.
Mike can do
fuck
whatever
this job. Fuck you and fuck the police, nigga. Cause I'm gonna give you these. Listen, fuck around me, you might get put on a t-shirt, nigga. Don't fuck with me. I got a lot to live for, but I got even more to lose, and I don't give a fuck. Throw it away, nigga. I'm that nigga.
But Mike can do that. Just know Mike's gonna lose his job.
Yeah, that's
what Ice Cube's telling you.
But I'm saying, even saying that is dangerous because we talk about this a lot on here. Yes, you can say whatever you want. We understand that. You got the freedom to whatever you want to come out your mouth. It's about dealing with the consequences that come with that. And see, Q can say that because he's in a situation where if somebody cancel him or try to cancel him, he's a multimillionaire. It doesn't matter. It don't matter.
But if Mike is a racist white guy and Joe Blow's a racist white guy and they want to say that at work and never get another job, that's fine by me. Go ahead and do what you gotta do, bro. I don't give a fuck if you're a millionaire, food stamps, whatever. If Mike in accounting wants to say some out-of-pocket shit at work, he can suffer the consequences.
Listen, you can absolutely. First off, I agree with you. Say what you want to say, but if you don't have the mental capacity to understand that you need to say that shit in specific time and place, then nigga, you don't deserve a fucking job, dummy.
It's weaponized, especially with somebody like Piers Morgan, because they feel like cancel culture is being unfair to them, and that's somebody, Piers Morgan, who has a reputation for being an asshole, for saying and doing certain things because he feel like he above the law. So he's like, oh, cancel culture, that's a cancer, because he feels personally attacked when somebody holds him accountable for his shit. And
But
I guess
that's
that's
not cancel culture. Like when people are calling him out on his bullshit,
but
like
we
gotta separate
into that.
But we gotta separate cancel culture from accountability.
They don't do that. It's all canceled.
But that's on you, nigga. That's on you if you don't understand the word, nigga.
Yeah, he's doing it
because you don't understand the definition. That's your fault, motherfucker. What are we talking about?
Shit.
If you don't understand the difference between being accountable for some stupid shit you did and said versus cancel culture, nigga, you just fucking stupid. By the way, why you on a fucking interview with Piers Morgan? What the fuck you doing, Ice Cube? Come on, nigga.
It's a great question.
Why you ain't writing the next Friday, motherfucker? Like, that's the real problem, nigga. Do that.
It's a great
Write
question.
the next Friday so I can have something to laugh at, nigga. That's the problem.
Actually, no. Don't make no more Fridays. We're good.
Make another. He need to keep making them bitches. He need to be calling. Them shit should be like Saw. It should be Friday 12. It should be Saturday at this point, motherfucker.
Hey, Friday 12 is some wild shit right there. You out of pocket.
Nigga, Friday 12, the end of the summer. Nigga, that shit, I can write that shit in my sleep, nigga.
Hey,
I'm gonna have everybody in that bitch.
We can definitely have 4 Fridays.
Debo is a gym.
We should have every day of the week. Wednesday, nigga, Wednesday. Come on, dog. Wednesday gonna be lit, nigga, because everybody goddamn gotta make it a Wednesday, dog. I'm just telling you.
All right. So, I don't want to bring this show down with this serious stuff because we don't always be that way, and Debo's breaking it up as is. But I guess to bottom line this whole thing, and Chris, I'm gonna ask you this, man. In a situation like this, where somebody is found guilty in the public eye, and it's things like this, did they change your perception of him anywhere? You might have been a Jonathan Majors fan, you might like him as Kane, whatever. Does this completely change your view of how you looked at him based on what you know now? Has it changed your view on him?
I honestly, I don't know, man. I don't know, because if we going based on that case, we know he wasn't really trying to harm that woman. we know he wasn't trying to black her eye. We know he wasn't trying to knock her out or anything. At least in this case. So if we going based on this case, I can't really like fault him for that. Like maybe he could completely walked away, not just touch the woman at all, but to say it would kind of like make me feel like sort of different about him. I don't think he was trying to beat her up or something like that. Ike Turner, the woman or something, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I can't really say for me, it would make me look at him much different.
All right. It's a,
it's 16. We can end it like this. We know he innocent because Megan Good ain't left his arm yet.
Facts, nigga. And listen, if you gonna cheat up, nigga. That's what you do. Cause ain't nobody gonna tell me that she wasn't Cleopatra on the phone. He was talking to somebody named Cleopatra. Hell yeah, she was Cleopatra, goddamn. And good on you, nigga. Good on you, motherfucker. That's what I'm talking about. Megan Good, goddamn.
You are now listening to The Radio Show.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome back to The Radio Show. There is only one radio show, and this is it.
You're listening to The Radio Show ATL on YouTube and all other podcast providers.
All right, yeah. So, guys, what are y'all thoughts on the current state of hip hop? Do y'all think hip hop as a whole is digressing, or y'all think it needs to some improvement, or what? Country music has surpassed hip hop as highest chart music again. Do y'all think it's due to like the current main charting folks in hip hop that's setting examples, or what are y'all thoughts on that?
Hip hop these days is trash. I cannot listen to any hip hop music that's out right now. Nothing. I just can't get with it because it just don't sound like the stuff we all grew up on. The 90s, the early 2000s stuff. So the fact that country music has surpassed it, I can see it because only these punk ass kids is listening to this shit and think it sound good, but want to tell us the stuff we listened to growing up was trash. So if that don't tell you the state of it right there, then
and just to throw this out there, not to cut y'all T, but this year we are celebrating 50 years of hip hop this year also.
And we are, because I sure as hell didn't know that.
Well,
but I'm just saying, I'm just posing that to say.
Well, we
50
celebrate
years
50
of
years of hip hop, but they got all the old heads performing and celebrating it.
Thank God.
I was about to say that should let you know right there what the state of hip hop is. Like you would think they'd have like, fucking De La Soul, and then go down the list, and then you have like Quavo or something. Like you'd have everybody from like every generation. Man, they just like sticking to the old heads on that one, which I don't blame them. I mean, I will say this, and like country music, right? Like the genre has evolved, but it's like not country anymore. It's really just some like country pop shit. Like you don't hear the George Strait and all this, like the instruments and shit. Like people used to argue like, oh, country music is real music and hip hop's not real music. But like, the songs about the tractors and shit, they don't sing about this shit no more, bro. Like it's really just like pop shit. Like I don't even know if you can consider it. Country's evolving when we got brothers and sisters that are making country songs, and that shit don't sound like country. Like it's country adjacent, like the beats and the instruments, but they like kind of like rapping and singing some soul on that shit.
It's very poppy in a lot of ways.
I think
it is.
Country is just kind of mainstream now. Like country used to be like, okay, if you live down like south of the Mason-Dixon line, or if you like grew up in the deep south, like you listen to country and nobody else did. But like Taylor Swift, like we talked about her, she started off as country, and I think she really made that shit like mainstream. Like you knew some of the folks, right? Like Jason Aldean and the homeboy that's on The Voice or used to be on The Voice. Mary J Blige.
Brad something, huh?
No, it
Right.
ain't.
Blake. Something Blake.
Blake.
Something Blake.
Blake Shelton.
Yeah.
Blake Shelton.
Blake.
So like you got folks that like that kind of made it mainstream, but they were still kind of staying to the close to the line. But now today's country just like, I mean, hell, you listen to Kane Brown, you think you're listening to a slow down R&B song. That's just me though. Like,
Nah, for real. Yeah, that's a fact.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know anybody that you just fucking named, bro. Like, I don't know none of them motherfuckers. That's how I know I ain't on that country shit. Because you said something about somebody named Straight and somebody named Kane, and I don't know none of them niggas. Only Kane I know is from Menace to Society, bro. So real shit. I mean, I feel like as far as why country is charting higher than hip hop, I feel like most hip hop artists now don't make songs to make songs, right? When we was growing up, niggas was making songs to make a song. They were making an album to make an album. Niggas are making songs now to get a TikTok sound. Like they making songs to get featured on TikTok, and then that blow up, and then people go want to buy that song, but then they not really making a whole album like that shit. And so like it's all the shit sound the same. At the same time though, I think that hip hop, as it, you know, it goes and evolves, it goes through the up and downs. And right now we in a frame where everybody just is doing the same bullshit type of flow. And it's kind of like,
I just wanted to make this point real quick too. Like, I think what was helping hip hop, had the Band-Aid on it, was that like the guys that and girls that were like at the top, that were the most popular, they were putting out so much content to kind of like hold off some of these whack Instagram, TikTok rappers, right? Like trying to make sure they got more airtime than the whack Instagram, just trying to get clout rappers and mumble rappers. But now they not coming out with content, right? Like, you know, we talk shit about Drake and J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar, but they were like holding the game up. Like they were pumping out content to where it was like you just kind of had a shield up and was like, hey, we're good, like nothing to see here. We're like, we're okay. And like some of these whack rappers were just kind of, you know, trying to get through. But now you got fucking Sexy Red and
who?
all the other terrible ass rappers, bro. And they like, well, it's true. All you see on hip hop
garbage
accounts and YouTube is fucking Sexy Red, bro.
Yeah, bro. That shit is not. That shit is not. That shit is not
City
good.
Girls and crap like that. And it's like,
yeah.
First off, I do like the City Girls.
Don't do it, Debo.
Well, I would like to say, I love their videos.
Bro,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you
I
like
love their videos.
Of course you like
Quality videos
Mute yourself.
every time.
Mute yourself.
Can we say that?
Get your ass out of here.
Of course.
However, I will say that I don't know who the fuck Sexy Red is. I'm sorry.
You ain't out of here.
You ain't missing nothing.
You ain't missing nothing.
Ice Spice might be the worst rapper I've ever seen in my life. And I feel like the only reason she popular because she got a fat ass. And it ain't even that fat.
Get out of here, man.
Just being honest.
Asia, let me ask you: Are you a hip hop head? We didn't get into that when y'all were on the show. Are you what's your favorite genre of music?
I'm a neo soul girl. Always been that.
Okay.
Always, but I could appreciate hip hop, right? So like, but for me, I was more of like Wayne growing up. I would listen to everything Wayne. Nas, that's my boy. I was just talking to Britt. I was like, I've seen Nas in concert, and I don't go to concerts like that.
Oh,
like,
well, your boy Ez ain't really a fan, but we know he don't like Nas.
That's okay. That's fine. That's
No.
right.
Hold on. I like Nas. I like a lot of Nas's new shit. I think.
How many good albums did you say Nas had, bro? It's documented. He said one. He said one.
No. My point was.
He said two.
Hold on. I did say two.
I said one.
You see, y'all trying to get me in trouble, but it's all good. I'm gonna stand on business right here. Look, all I said was Illmatic. He got like Nas is overrated. The clout around him is overrated because of that one project. That was what I said. I do not think Nas is trash. I actually like some of his newer albums, King's Disease 1, 2. You know, I think he's got some good content out there. I'm just saying that Nas's career is kind of made off of one album, and it might be a little overhyped. And that's what I said.
No, he's overrated. This is what it is. It's not that he's trash. He's just overrated, and like people should understand.
Well, Debo, it's cool. I appreciate the backup. You more of my brother right now than my own brother. But I just want to make my case real quick. Asia, you can go back to what you're saying.
I'm just saying we established that
record straight.
That Nas hit the geography lottery that have a lot to do with that. But I'm gonna lay out because Asia was making her point. I don't want to.
Thank you.
Y'all good. I appreciate the candor. And one of the reasons why I do like Nas, and I'll even say like this, is because I think because I like neo soul, it's his cadence. As interesting as that is, like his cadence was so unique and different compared to just other people in the same, in the same sort of like hip hop era, which is why I appreciate him as an artist. But yeah, so that's me. I'm a neo soul girl. What I will say about the country music and all that stuff, though, I think the reason why it's kind of like being popularized, I guess, is just because it's still nuanced but like in an artistry type of way, meaning the connection between hip hop and country music is that they talk about real stuff. Well, old school hip hop, they talk about real life, like what's actually going on. And so now you have people, so there was always this connection between hip hop and country music. It was just the nuance of it that Black people did not listen to country music like that. You did have white folks and other people that did listen to hip hop, right? For the cultural experience, not because they could necessarily relate all the time. So I think now that you have Black people that are crossing over to share their real life experiences, right, in a different way, because I have seen more Black country singers in the past year than I have in my entire life. And now it's got me actually listening to country music. So I think even the curiosity of like, okay, so there is some authenticity to country music that we also are a part of, that hip hop is played out. Hip hop is simply viral entertainment at this point. There's no artistry in it. And so I think when you think about that, then you have real hip hop heads and people that really appreciate music for what it's supposed to be and hip hop for what it's supposed to be. Country music is the only thing that's still doing that right now with the storytelling and all that stuff.
Man, you broke that down, Ace.
She brings up an interesting point. I got a question for you, Sissy. You mentioned how the viral content from what these hip hop stars are doing. Do you feel that because of the generation we're in with this social media generation, that might have affected the way hip hop is? The reason I say that, let me explain. When we were coming up, hip hop artists got into hip hop for hip hop. They wanted to make music. They wanted to, whether it was make money or whatever, but they wanted to make music, and they talked about the things that they saw in their day-to-day lives, right? We all know that. But in this generation, the past 20 years or so, these kids are used to having the internet, and they're used to having social media. And they know that the way to get put on now is being a social media influencer. And I see more hip hop stars now get into the hip hop game so that they can get a TV deal and get a TV show, a la Young, what is it? I've shown on VH1, the hip hop show, the Love and Hip Hop, that shit. And Blueface got a show with his chick, and that's fucking crazy. And I feel like they're neglecting the actual artistry and the music just so they can become a social media influencer and social media star. Do you feel that that is the reason why hip hop is in the state it is?
Yeah. Yeah. No one cares about the actual.
It's such a mockery.
If you listen to people when they go to concerts, they can only tell you the 15 seconds that's on TikTok. They don't even know the full songs.
Yeah,
so
it's basically.
It's like, what's the point? Why am I going to put my heart and soul into lyrics and music and spend all the time in the studio when none of my fans are going to know it?
And that was a point I'm getting to as well. Like, you got artists nowadays literally trying to make a TikTok hit. They literally trying so hard to make a 30-second to 1 minute song, or at least to go viral in a clip. Like, they're not even trying to make full songs anymore. They're not even trying to lay out songs or take time to put emotion or certain feels or take time to grow with songs like that. You know what I'm saying? They just really putting forcing out these songs to that one TikTok moment.
Yeah, I agree. Because like songs used to be like 3.5, 4 minutes long, and now songs have been condensed to like a minute and 45 seconds. Like it's
Them
literally
repeating the
a verse,
same
a
4 or
hook.
5 words.
Yeah, it's like a hook, a verse, and then a hook, and then that's it. And that's kind of wild to me.
Be lucky if it's on 2 minutes right now.
The biggest issue with it is that when you don't have anything to hold on to, you know, back in the, you know, the 90s, early 2000s, there were clear cut like number one main guys or a group of main people. When there's nobody, I guess to use like a boxing or wrestling term, when there's no main event guys, it takes a guy who's like a mid card, you know, vanilla guy, and all of a sudden it elevates them to bigger than what they would normally be because there's no one around to be that competition. Because I've been disappointed in hip hop far longer than before country got involved in it. It's been a lot of toxic, bad, whack ass shit out here that folks been trying to tell you is good and it ain't good. Fuck that shit. It ain't good.
J. Cole is good, bro. Stop with the hate on J. Cole. Because I know that's what you're doing. Stop it. Stop it.
I didn't mention it. Look, it's not racist, okay? Just because he said don't do it in a small town doesn't make it racist. So look, I wasn't talking about J. Cole, but since you mentioned it, it's a lot of props being thrown on that guy, and he just, I mean, it's just
You're
okay,
wild, bro.
It's okay.
Wild, bro.
16's in the minority on that. Don't give him any airtime with that. Look,
and look at the way Aisya looking at me right now. It's like I asked her for an oatmeal raisin cookies because she's looking at me.
Please judge that nigga. Judge his ass, bro. Because that shit's fucking crazy.
Yeah,
I do like J. Cole.
I like J. Cole too. J. Cole is a lyricist. Like he's a real.
Thank you. Thank you.
Gonna,
All you
mute myself.
about 90s hip hop. Oh, they tell stories. Oh, I need the realism. I need the storytelling. J. Cole.
I want to hear about the crack in the hallway. I don't want to hear that shit all the time. Everybody ain't got to be in the hallway smoking crack, bro. God damn, nigga.
I feel attacked, man.
Kendrick Lamar tells stories, bro. The problem is the legends and the good people in the game right now. They really take their time with their craft, and they're not gonna put out some trash shit or shit they think is trash. So they're not. We're getting overloaded with this TikTok shit.
Debo was ready to kick. He was ready to kick me in the ass because I didn't mention J. Cole. I'm just saying.
No, because I know it. That's what you was thinking, bro. I heard it in your fucking voice, dog. You was like, some people think and that's what you was doing, nigga. I already know what it is, cuz you finna come on here and flex in front of the ladies, dog. Be real. We just said be your 100% something, nigga. You was talking about J. Cole, nigga.
He was. He's so.
Y'all don't know my story.
Y'all know he was. Y'all know he was. He was sitting there.
I know it. Because every time we talk about like when we would defend hip hop, J. Cole's always like one of the first people brought up. So he was trying to counteract that and get in front of it, you know, to call them trash, you know.
I was talking about in general. Y'all don't know my story, goddammit. I wasn't saying that.
Bryttany came off mic, off mute, because she was about to tell your ass about J. Cole. I just want you to remember that.
And I feel like Aisya been wanting to tell me about myself since like the whole cookie thing. She just like, yeah. And it's fine. That's what everybody does on this show. They come after me. That everybody looks real, just like the best person in the world when they come after me because apparently that's the thing 16, to do.
Why you playing the victim like Jonathan Major's girl, bro? Why you doing that?
He definitely Grace Jabari in it, right? This nigga he done changed his whole stripes, his whole coloring scheme, nigga. You done got a little bit darker now. You want to act like you one of us? No light skin, nigga. I already know what it is.
We all know who the biggest villain on the show is. It's Ezra. It always has been, and y'all just blame me. It's him. Y'all just let him slide. It's always been Ezra, and you just let him just get away with whatever. But let me just say one little thing. It's a problem. Man. It's okay. It's cool. Somebody somewhere care about me. It ain't none of you, whatever. Somebody somewhere.
You are now listening to the radio show ATL.
So I would get rid of New Year's, and I'll tell you why. Because listen, there is no new me. I'm in my mid-30s. This is it. That's all you got. That's it. I am who I am.
You're listening to the radio show ATL on YouTube and all other podcast providers.
All right, y'all. So my brother called me villain, which I might be. But after we always do this segment, I do seem to be the evil villain, just laughing at the top of my lair as you all argue. And that segment is One Gotta Go. So the lovely ladies of Small Talk, they already played this game with us, so they know what it is. They know what time it is.
They did not play this with us. They did Don't At Me with us.
Oh, they didn't?
Yes. That's staying in, too. I ain't cutting that shit out.
That's fine. That's fine. Hello, world. You can see it. So since we've been talking about hip-hop, we are going to get into some albums from the early 90s that really I know people still listen to today. So we got 4 choices. We'll go through the list real quick. So we got Nas's Illmatic, The Blueprint by Jay-Z, All Eyes on Me by Tupac, and then Ready to Die by Notorious B.I.G. So we got Illmatic, Blueprint, All Eyes on Me, Ready to Die. So those are the choices. One's got to get the fuck out of here. And I'll just start off by saying The Blueprint can get the fuck. All right, you may begin.
Well, let me show off something real fast. I'm not gonna say mine just yet, but I wanted to, like, Britt, I listened to y'all pod.
Hey,
I know you ain't the world's biggest Jay-Z fan. I listen. I know she's not a huge Jay-Z fan. Is there any lies detected? There is not.
Mm-mm.
All right. So I'm just gonna step back. I'm not gonna say a word. I'm just gonna let whoever wants to talk. But I just wanted to toss that out there. I pay attention.
I'm gonna have to go with Jay-Z. I don't like Jay-Z. I don't like any of his songs. I think he's overrated. If we're talking about somebody that's overrated, it's definitely Jay-Z. And then Nas comes in a close second. Like, I can't do it. Let me say this.
Bryttany, never stop talking. Just keep going. Don't never stop talking, please.
There's certain songs that I can listen to and tolerate from Jay-Z, but I feel like he talks nonsense to me, and it's not something that makes me want to turn the volume up but down. So I'm gonna just have to leave his album back there. Not a fan.
Hey, yo, that is the greatest diss I've ever heard on the show ever. She said the music makes her want to turn it
down. That is a bumper coming soon.
Who wants to go next? I like Jay-Z, but that album got to get the fuck for me. Brittany told you she don't like that nigga, so there you go. Who wants to go next? Tyler?
Yo, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Oh God, he's about to lose his black card. Jesus.
No, I'm not gonna lose my black card. So see, I'm the type of person that, like, if I hear 1 or 2 good songs off an album, like, I can't listen to the whole album because, to me, the whole album isn't as good as the 1 or 2 big songs that everybody know on said album. So for that, I'm just not even have an answer. So next person.
What the hell?
What
the fuck? All right, you know what?
Hove out of there for me.
All right, we got another Jay-Z person. I'm gonna jump in. I'm gonna try not to talk forever and a day on this one. So first off, fuck this list. Let me put that out there first off. All right?
I'm just glad he didn't say Doggy Style.
So, I mean, we're in agreement on this one that Jay-Z has got to go. But I can't sit here and say that I never liked Jay-Z because around the time that he first came out, Reasonable Doubt, that's the Jay-Z that I could deal with. Anything past that, it was just sort of like, we talk about this all the time. He hit the geography lottery. We've said this. This was a title of a show. If Jay-Z was from Kansas City, no play. He from Brooklyn. He was Biggie's boy. Boom. Perfect combination right there. So I'm not saying that he whacked. It's just a lot of undue praise heaped on him because Biggie and Pac was dead and somebody had to take the mantle. They was like, okay, you'll do. Come bring your ass. You from Brooklyn? Come on. That's all good. So, Tupac, All Eyes on Me ain't going nowhere. That mug is staying and staying and staying and staying. All right. And then what was the other one that was on here that you sent? So Ready to Die is staying and staying. And Illmatic is staying just due to the fact that Jay-Z is the only other choice, so it's staying by default. But fuck this list, though.
They're all good albums.
I mean, to be honest with you, so okay, I'm about to be the contrarian on this shit Jay-Z gotta stay. Blueprint was fucking epic, bro.
Good album.
For everybody, for people to like shit on Hove. I get it. Hove now is not what Hove was 20 years ago. But T.I. now isn't what T.I. was 20 years ago either. And I still fuck with Tip. But with that being said, because I don't want to extend this any little further, Nas could get the fuck up out of here, dog. Because every time I listen to that nigga, I don't believe shit he's saying. He seemed like he making up every fucking thing he's saying to me, that he got that shit from one of his homeboy and he put it in the song. I don't believe nothing that nigga ever said. He only made 2 good songs in my whole fucking lifetime. The nigga made Uchi Wally, and y'all niggas trying to forget that shit. Get the fuck out of here, dog. That nigga can get the fuck rocks. That nigga dropped the bag with Khalees, dog. Have y'all seen her, bro? This nigga broke up with her. You crazy the fuck, dog. I can't believe nothing you said, my nigga.
Jesus
Beyonce, you know why? Because that nigga was smarter than the motherfucker. He know a bad one when he see one, dog. So for that, Nas would get the fuck up out of here. But if Nas wasn't on this list, Tupac would be getting the fuck out of here.
You mute yourself. You get your ass out of here. Mute him. Get out of here. Don't you dare.
On that note, I gotta go. This nigga said.
I said what I said.
He said it with his whole chest too.
Where's everybody attacking Debo? Let me say some crazy ass shit. Like
I'm lovable, nigga. What are you talking about?
Tupac
I'm adorable.
That album off with "Ambitious as a Rider," bro. What the fuck do you mean?
The only song Tupac ever made was when he was dissing Biggie, and he said, "That's why I fucked your bitch, you fat motherfucker." That's the only thing I can respect.
Mute yourself for the foreseeable. Get out of here. And the Falcons lost to the Panthers, the 1-12 Panthers. You fuck. Get out of here.
Yeah, but we beat y'all niggas.
Whatever.
Hey, Aisya, have you gone yet?
I did not go yet. I would agree with most of y'all. Jay-Z's gotta go. I'm not really a Jay-Z fan. Like that. Blueprint, I'm not saying Blueprint was bad. But I have to stand 10 toes down on Nas. I think it's blasphemy what you said about Tupac. Disrespectfully, to be honest, I don't get it.
It was definitely disrespectful.
Aisya, tell him.
You're right.
Tell him he need his ass kicked, don't he? He need his ass whooped for saying that, don't he?
Yeah, I just don't. I just feel like the intensity you said that with was just unwarranted, right? Like it was just a lot.
It's the consequence of standing down. I get it. It's the consequence of speaking my mind. And you know, that's the theme of the night.
Good. And that's good. That's good. But yeah, so that's what I'll say on that one.
Well, there you go. Do we have time for one more 16? Or
I believe the crowd demands that we do another one. Gotta go, as.
All right, so I didn't create this one. I found this one on the internet. So if y'all say it's trash, we could just move on again. All right, so the choices are: we got the Boondocks, Chappelle Show, The Fresh Prince, and Martin.
This will work. Look on the screen. It's right there on the screen.
Okay, so I'll send this one over. So there's the choices. We got Chappelle Show, Boondocks, Fresh Prince, and Martin. So as I love to do, these are all really good shows. And
that's crazy.
They all have great memories, and I enjoyed watching them all dearly. Martin can get the fuck. Y'all may proceed.
Oh my God. What the fuck? This nigga the fuck out of here. That's like this nigga wants drama. No. That's crazy.
There's no way you believe what you just said.
I'm with you, son. I ain't gonna leave you alone.
What the fuck? Yes! Mute yourselves. Mute yourselves.
You all will watch the Chappelle Show or the Boondocks over Martin?
100%. It's not.
What the fuck?
It's 100%. It's the certainty for me. This is
that's crazy.
That's
the audacity, my nigga. That's crazy.
I live for this.
We're keeping it a stack with y'all. I'm keeping it a stack.
I'm sorry.
Nah, ain't no way. First of all, I don't like Dave Chappelle. That gotta go. That's an easy one for me.
Bryttany, I want you to never.
I'm sorry you don't like. I'm sorry you don't like real.
I want you to never stop talking. I want you to just keep going. Okay.
I hate that. I hate that Bryttany doesn't like real comedy. I hate that.
No, to me, like his sense of humor, you gotta have a certain sense of humor for it. And when he gets on stage, I'm like, next joke, please. Like it's not funny to me. Like I prefer Martin over Dave Chappelle.
Oh, go on, Bryttany. Don't stop. You spitting hot fucking bars. Don't stop.
I mean, she must be talking about the Netflix stand-ups because those are trash. But I'm talking about Chappelle's show.
The Chappelle show is trash to me. I will not watch it.
What she's doing
is watch
she's talking to my soul right now because that's the clear cut who has to go. Look, dog, Dave Chappelle is he's not funny in that manner, man.
You're fucking crazy. Y'all cannot tell me you not gonna watch the Rick James skit with Charlie Murphy and that shit ain't the funniest shit you ever seen, nigga. You're fucking crazy to me.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Matter of fact, I have not watched one episode of that show and will not watch one episode of that show.
Oh my God, nigga. I literally tell niggas cocaine is a hell of a drug and never had cocaine in my life. What are you telling me, bro? You're crazy as shit to me, dog. That's wild to me.
Dude. Hey, bro.
What are we doing? What in the
you don't get no pass. You said Martin, nigga, and that stays on my TV all night, nigga. You're crazy.
To Debo's point, it's one thing to say, like, okay, I watched the show, I ain't like it. I can respect Brittany's opinion, right? Because she's like, I watched it, not my thing. You don't even know who Clayton Bigsby is, bro, and that's a problem.
You never seen the show. That's crazy. To say I'm gonna kick this out. I ain't never seen it, nigga.
Hold on.
You missing the important part. You said I don't know who he is, but you missing the important part.
Time out. I want 30 seconds. I need 30 seconds right here. Wayne Brady has one of the best lines on that show.
Oh, and we're really done now. Wayne Brady, that's the thing you come to bring.
That's
to me.
the beauty of it.
I'm Wayne Brady, bitch. Come on, dog. You wildin', dog.
I'm about to mute myself. I ain't got nothing else to say on that.
Yeah, nigga, mute yourself. This is the same as that crab bullshit. This is fucking.
I'm not on
this
my
is incendiary. This
I'm
is
not by
unforgivable, nigga. First off,
Brittany
okay,
with me.
you and your brother ain't shit.
16.
You and your brother ain't shit.
To watch this show, and you could have watched it.
That's what I'm saying. Like you ain't never seen it, dog.
Crazy.
Because I wasn't interested. I'm like Dave Chappelle, the guy that was in Nutty Professor. Now listen. He was funny to me. That movie Half Baked. That's a dumbass movie. It's funny.
It's hilarious.
Yes, it's funny. But his show. I mean, I feel like the lore around it made it more funny.
No, it was the funny around it made it funny, nigga. Like
I'm the wrong person to attack. You need to get after my brother's ass because he said Martin.
No, both of you niggas is out of pocket. This is why you niggers are niggers. This is why y'all are brothers. Okay, and this is the fucking problem because you ain't watching shit, you old motherfucker, and this nigga just saying shit just to piss people off, which is wild in me. Because the proper answer in this bitch is Fresh Prince, dog. Nope. Because the Boondocks is revolutionary, and I appreciate nobody saying the Boondocks because that shit is just chef's kiss.
Hold on.
To
be fair, we haven't had other answers yet, so somebody might.
True. I hope nobody do that. But Chappelle's show is fucking hilarious, dog. Every fucking skit, nigga. Wayne Brady, fucking Paul Mooney was on that motherfucking show. You're crazy that you've never seen that show. But to say Martin is wild to me because niggas rewatch Martin every fucking day. They know the whole fucking show word for word.
This is where I get myself out the hot box. I like Martin. I watch the reruns of Martin. But when it comes to these four, it's got to go for me. Unlike my brother, who just blatantly says he's never watched Chappelle's show.
Because I know that shit ain't going to be funny. Why waste my
No, you're wrong.
Time,
but you're wrong. And it's okay. And you could be wrong. Because you also eat double cheeseburgers from McDonald's, and that's trash too. But Easy, you're right. At least you watch all the shows to fucking make a informed opinion.
Yes.
I still think your opinion is ass. Because Fresh Prince is nowhere near, has never ever been funnier than Martin, nigga. And I'm not saying Fresh Prince ain't funny because I rewatched those too. But when it comes to those other three shows that you put in here so devilishly, nigga, it gotta go. Uncle Phil can get the fuck out of here with his fat ass, bro.
See, that's
they even changed, and then you know what else that's gonna hurt Fresh Prince? They got rid of the black Unviv. When you brought in fucking light skin Unviv, that shit was all it was for me. And Lil Nicky, get the fuck out of here with your little orphan ass nigga. Fuck you. Martin stays. Fucking Boondock stays. And Chappelle show gotta stay, nigga. Rick James, that nigga played Prince, bro. Come on, man.
Dude.
Game Blouses, come the fuck on, dog.
Yes.
All right, well, Debo said it all. I agree with Debo. Fresh Prince gotta go.
That's fair. And I'm glad
Boondocks is A1. Granddad, a nigga moment. That shit still have me rolling when I watch it.
Slip back. It's
a pimp name slip
the
back
show's untouchable.
Yeah, it's untouchable.
Magnificent dog.
Yes. Yes.
Mute yourself.
Yes. Yeah. Debo, I agree with you, big dog. Fresh Prince got to go.
And that was my fears that French Prince would just be slaughtered. But I'm glad there's been some parody here. So Aisya,
it's diverse. I give you that. I mean, aside from 16, because that nigga is wild, bro.
Yeah, bro.
That's kind of wild to me. That nigga has been alive this long and never seen that shit. It's crazy.
In our group chat, every time he tries to make me the villain, just remember what he said tonight, okay?
Hey, officially on board with playoffs in the play for the fucking in-season tournament. Cause that's crazy to me, nigga. You just lost me off your side, nigga. I'm like a fucking congressman and I'm changing my vote now, nigga. Fuck you, bro.
That's all right. I'm not alone. Britt had my back. She was down 10 toes. So I don't care.
But she came from an educational place. She's
seen it, she understands it, she don't like it, and I can respect that.
You sound like a Trump supporter.
Oh, MAGA, nigga, MAGA. The M in 16 stands for MAGA, nigga.
Fuck you, motherfucker. Who else didn't go? Goddamn it!
Aisya didn't go, but she put herself on mute because I called you a Trump supporter.
Y'all are hilarious. Like, this is gold. Yeah, I would definitely have to say Fresh Prince has to go. And I'll be honest with you, the only reason is because they switched in this. I'm gonna be real. That's really why. I still think it's absolutely ridiculous. I went off on Debo earlier, so I have to say this now. To say Martin and to say it with such certainty, and then to say 100%, that's ridiculous. Like, that's messy.
Look,
you know what I'm saying? I feel like on what that's no.
No, Chris, hey, look, Chris, get behind me, bro. I'm the one that said it, bro. You just was with me. Let me just take it. I got it.
I'm not saying Martin is bad. I fuck with Martin. I just personally grew up more watching Fresh Prince. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
You had NBC and you had Fox. I get it.
I
but
fuck
it's
with
okay.
Shanae. Come on now.
Yeah,
oh my goodness.
Shanae, hilarious.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Martin is a staple in the black. Martin is more staple in the black community than the Cosby Show at this point.
The Himalayas?
Look at that grin on Ezra's face. He's just happy with himself. He's pleased with the bullshit that he lobbed into the show right now. Just look at him.
But see, you didn't have to go there. You could have been on the right side of history, MAGA 16, but you chose not to. Nigga, this is the problem.
Hey, I ain't saying Jerome wasn't that dude, bro. I fuck with Jerome.
Oh my God, Jerome in the house, nigga. Look at the white shoes. Look at the white shoes. Get the fuck out of here.
In the words of the old black lady I used to go to church with, bro, I'm just doing the Lord's work here, and then this is the fruits of my labor right here. This just makes my heart happy.
Nigga got my blood pressure.
Crazy, like that's crazy. And the worst part is they then tried to come back and say, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna like redeem myself with this one," and I'm like, "No, you didn't. You never redeemed yourself. You never did. You never did."
Get his ass, bro, because he's a villain too. Like his brother wasn't lying. That's some villainous shit. And that nigga started it off. Listen, it's like he gave us the present, bro, and then threw the fucking grenade right on top of that shit. Like, motherfuck this shit, nigga. Y'all niggas, fuck your present, nigga. I'm about to fucking ruin your
documented because he do this shit every week. He do it every week. It's the holidays. He ain't even let up. Matter of fact, he kept it worse for now.
Ruining days, nigga. That's crazy, dog. That's kind of crazy. Martin is crazy.
He waited to the end. You see how he waited to the end.
Hold on.
Got so hyped up.
Hold on. Aisya, don't let Debo play victim with you because he's literally cussed me out about some of these categories in this segment. Okay, full blown cussed me out and told me to go F myself because the shit be crazy. Okay, so let's not let him play victim. He's used to it. He knows what's going on. You know,
Martin is egregious though. That's kind of crazy. That's your double cheeseburger take, nigga. Like for real. Okay, so that's kind of crazy.
Okay, so first off, double cheeseburgers are delicious, bitch. And and the last part of all this is this concludes this godforsaken segment. Okay, this is over. It's even my segment is done.
Hey, bro, please bumper that, dog. Please bumper that with the cheese.
That's a bumper right there, nigga.
Jesus Christ! Hey,
oh my
16.
God, ladies,
do,
y'all
bro.
eat double cheeseburgers from McDonald's for real?
16, please soundbite.
You got a whole two-story house.
I haven't in years. I haven't in years.
Bro, 16 got a two-story house and he still ordering off the dollar menu is crazy.
It's kind of crazy. This nigga, you could get a fresh, beautiful quarter pounder, and that nigga said giving me double cheeseburgers. Like that nigga's in college. Like, what are we doing?
Oh, listen, I'm gonna say this right now. I'm not your goddamn court jester, okay? Y'all ain't finna fuck with me all night long.
Elevate your shit, bro. Come on, man. You got a podcast, nigga. Two of them.
Yeah, every time 16 get his order at the second window, that shit ready, bro. He don't know what it feels like to have to pull to the third one.
You are now listening to the radio show ATL.
My other part of this that I have to get off my chest real quick too, because I'm always going in on social media is I'm begging y'all to stop asking or saying in a post, I bet you can't steal this post, or who can steal this post, or how many can steal this post. We don't care that you made it to 40 without being a grandparent. Good for you. Or you support whatever. Or we don't care. We're not stealing your post. You bet we can't steal it? I bet you're goddamn right we can't, because nobody cares.
You're listening to the radio show ATL on YouTube and all other podcast providers.
So this has been, as my brother would say, one of the most out-of-pocket shows we've done in a long time. So now we come to the segment where you get to take the show wherever you want to go to, and that's random. So basically what we do with random is it's exactly what it says it is. It's the first thing that pops in your head. It might be something profound. It might be a rant. It could be anything. No matter what it is, it's the first thing that pops in your head that you want to get off your chest. And usually these end up in fiery rants, like I said, or sometimes someone has a nuanced, thought process on something. I don't know. But I'm pretty sure it's going to be crazy. So is there any soul that want to dip their toe in first? Somebody should probably go first to show Aisya and Bryttany how this shit works.
Hey, I could go first, bro.
Please. And don't say no blasphemous bullshit about Martin.
Oh, bro, man, 16, you don't know what it feels like to get the burger in the box fresh, bro. That's crazy to me, dog. I had to die laughing about that shit. Like, I just had to reiterate that point, bro.
That cheese stuck on the paper, nigga. Half that nigga shit done. He's scraping it off.
You gotta use a fingernail to get that last piece of cheese off the paper, bro. That's crazy.
Man, the way Aisya is laughing right now is just like.
I'm so sorry. I just didn't expect you. I didn't know he was gonna reiterate it. My bad. I'm sorry.
I thought we was better than that. Don't fall in with it.
Hey, I'm sorry.
I'm really trying.
Let me get to my random. So this is for all black people. Debo, can you say the ER word real quick for the people?
Nigger. Yes.
This is for these people out here. It's time to change the batteries in your smoke detector. I know you haven't done it. Go ahead and do it. That shit been beeping. Go ahead and change the shit. It's probably been a year. You're supposed to do it every 6 months, but I'm just giving you that end of the year reminder. Start 2024 without the beeps, and that's all I got to say. Thank you.
Okay, I got
House
one.
is about to burn the fuck down.
Hey, look, we about to enter 2024, bro. If you are still musty in the wintertime, you should be in jail. Like, there's no other fucking point of way around it, bro. If you fucking like.
Hey, bro, I'm with you there, dog. There's no way it's cold out and you musty, bro. It's 30 degrees now.
You cannot, like, it should be illegal to be musty in the cold, bro. Like,
there's no way your heater that powerful. You should be sweating, bro. There's no way.
Bro, I'm just saying, if you're a grown and you are musty in the cold in wintertime, you should be in jail.
Bro, you know how musty you gotta be for it to smell through your jacket.
Dog, bro, I was at work the other day and this motherfucker walked past me. He was so right, bro. Hey, son, I thought I smelled the old mop bucket or something. Jesus,
bro, my boy was soiled.
Boy.
Oh no.
Hey, I want to curse him out for being so damn stinky like that,
bro. How
Like,
is 30
God
degrees
damn.
out and you musty, bro? That's crazy.
Cause look, it don't make no sense, bro. You're a grown man.
I want to go
That's
next, bro.
like,
Chris just took it to another level. I got respect.
bro, fuck. I felt bad for you. Like, you don't have nobody in your life that loves you enough to tell you, like, hey, you might want to shower up or something. At least spread a little cologne on you or something, man. Like, goddamn, bro. What the fuck, man? He just walking around smelling strong as a bitch, boy.
I'm gonna go next. So, speaking of 90s shows, Living Single was toxic as fuck. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because I was looking at it the other day, and I was looking at the episode where Regine was trying to figure out if Kyle and Max was going back together. Y'all remember this? And everybody in that friend group lied to Regine and said that Kyle and Max wasn't going together. They tried to make her feel fucking stupid and crazy. That's the most toxic, gaslit shit I ever seen in my motherfucking life, dog. And this is why a lot of women is like this today. Because y'all learned that shit from Living Single. I'm sick of the shit. How the fuck you gonna lie to your best fucking friend about who your other friend fucking? Just go tell her to go ask. Or don't stop lying about it. How you gonna lie to this woman and make this woman think she going crazy in the head? She was busting through doors trying to catch these niggas. She was looking real crazy on screen, but it's because her friends made her that way. Living Single is toxic as fuck, and I bet you the more I'm gonna research that shit, the more I'm gonna bring it out. I'm gonna see Khadijah another one too. How the fuck y'all gonna fucking lie to Khadijah and tell her don't fuck with Scooter? Scooter loved that motherfucker, bro. He kept calling her. She just wasn't picking up the phone. Everybody in that house talked to Scooter except for Khadijah. Why? Because she kept falling asleep. But then they gaslit her. You need to find another man. You don't need to fuck with Scooter. He living this like, no, that nigga came back for you because that nigga loved you. That nigga loved you since y'all was in high school. He came and got your ass. But y'all didn't want her to be happy. Because see, y'all wanted the big girl to not have a man. Because y'all hoes didn't have no man. See, I know what the game is, nigga. Living Single toxic. Y'all need to stop watching that shit.
Man, Debo ranting about Living Single was not on my bingo card for this year.
No, it wasn't. I did not have that in my wheelhouse. So I
Toxic as fuck, bro.
Yeah, we gotta see. Yeah,
Bryttany or Aisya, y'all see how this works. Where I mean, you can talk about in this segment, take it wherever you want to take it to. Just make sure any malice is pointed at my brother and not me. But wherever you want to take it.
Hey, don't put that feed the children face on the screen. People feel sorry for you. We ain't playing that shit. No.
He gonna feed them double cheeseburgers.
I'm not donating $19 a month. No.
I'll throw it out there and say we've been doing this for a long time. So my black people, can y'all stop adding the letter S to words that it does not need to be added to? It is not mine's.
Walmart.
It is not Happy New Year's. It is not shrimps.
Kroger's.
Like, just
wait, Kroger's just got an S, don't it? Ain't it Kroger's?
It does not.
It's Kroger.
It's Kroger?
The man's last name was Kroger, okay?
I'm not calling that shit Kroger, bro. That's Kroger's. It's his store, Kroger's.
You in Carolina, you say Harris Teeters?
No, because I don't go to Harris Teeters. I go to Publix, where shopping's a pleasure, nigga.
Well, do you call it Publix?
No, because they got an X on it. I ain't got to.
Man, Bryttany is spitting hot bars tonight.
No,
all
that's
right?
facts. And the people that put I twice, like if you say I am and they put the I twice, that's weird as fuck.
well, I do that, so.
Oh. Sorry. Hey, this is a perfect example. I'm just standing on business. That looks kind of crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
Britt knows how to play the game. Good shit. Aisya, you want to jump in?
I have one response and then one hot take, I guess. What Debo said about living single, I feel like that was out of pocket, and I feel like he targeted women and our behavior. And for that, I think that was not cool, especially because we did not call the fact that Kyle was lying on his dick for a while. So I just want to point that out. So did y'all learn that behavior from Kyle?
Wait, Kyle lied on his dick too?
Yes, he did, because he kept lying about the fact that he was sleeping with Max and then was in denial about it. And
You right about that.
Didn't happen.
All toxic, still toxic. It still means that the show is toxic because them niggas was doing some badass shit. It ain't just about the women. I'm just saying that the show is toxic itself.
Yeah. That's all I want to hear from you.
I respect Asia, bro.
Right.
Like when she gotta address you, she look you dead in your face.
Asia stand on business.
Just understand it. I wasn't trying to imply it was just women being toxic. I'm implying that the whole show toxic as fuck.
Got it. Oh, that I can agree with. Still love the show. Other thing I will say, MCT, you said something earlier about Jay-Z, I think it was, and like how he just came at the right time, him being in New York. I feel the same way about Mary J Blige. I don't like her. I don't think she can sing. I'm tired of her. I think she maybe has one or two.
About that.
Other than that, what is she, queen of hip hop, they say? That's a lie. I think it's a lie. If she was in any other place, absolutely not. And I'm standing on.
I respect the shit out this woman, man. God damn, that's right. Speak your truth.
Hey, 16, somebody agreed about the genetic lottery, so you gotta respect.
Yes. This is why the Small Talk Podcast is what it is, because you get real shit like this. All right, that's why.
Seriously though, crispy.
Hey,
chicken,
hold on,
fresh
Age.
lettuce.
Can I say something? The way you was talking about Mary J Blige was a little bit disrespectful.
Hey, Chris, it's the hand for me,
You
bro.
gonna pull a me on me? That was good.
Oh, bro. Hey, we got Tyler and N16 left, and I just want to preface this by saying Tyler gonna either be really random or say something outlandish, and 16's about to rant about something. So I'm ready for either one. I'm ready for either.
Ezra, okay, I'm gonna go next. You are right. I'm about to get canceled by you, by Debo and Ezra, and 16 is gonna, agree with me, I guess. But I got two things. First one is black folks. Since everybody has something to say about black folks. Black folks, Christmas coming up. Don't try to go, do too much if you ain't got it. If you ain't got it, let your kids know. I'm sure they gonna understand. They not gonna bust a cap in your ass for not buying them something they really wanted for Christmas because they knew you ain't had the paper. So do what you can. If you wait 3 more months, 2 months, Black Christmas is coming anyways. So you will have the moolah to get them kids that stuff. So that's my first thing. My second thing is, here comes the out-of-pocket shit. I told my coworker this today. I've never had a Big Mac from McDonald's or a double quarter pounder or any of the box burgers that you niggas talk about. So cancel me now, say what you want. It just ain't never, I just never had it. I'm a chicken.
So what you eating at McDonald's? Nuggets, nigga?
Nuggets and double cheeseburgers, my nigga. Because before I got on this pod, I had double cheeseburger from McDonald's, my nigga.
This nigga. God damn it. Why you can't fall in line with the rest of us?
Tyler, bro,
this nigga eating nuggets like he's 6. Man, I ain't saying they ain't delicious, but goddamn, nigga, get him.
Tyler,
all right,
Tyler, you gotta treat yourself, bro. You need to get something in the box, bro. I can't let you go
treat yourself better, bro. Do better.
You stand your ground. You stand your ground, Tyler.
Tyler, I need them to tell you to move to window 3 or park in one of the spots, bro. I need you to.
When they tell you they gotta bring your food out, that's what you need, nigga. Go get you a quarter pounder, bro.
That's what the nuggets are for.
Tyler, it breaks my heart that you haven't experienced grease in the box. In that
box. Nah, hell no. I ain't trying to do all that. Nah,
when the cheese is actually on the actual meat, pause, nigga. like when you could get it fresh and hot, bro. What are we doing? You eating that fucking heat lamp double cheeseburger, nigga?
Hey, Debo, as you say that paper sandwich, you can get them bitches hot too, my nigga. Both of mine was hot.
Very rarely, nigga. You gotta catch them at 10:30 when they switch over to lunch.
That's that man's random. Let him stand on it. God damn it. That's good shit, Tyler. That's good shit.
Yeah.
All right.
You never tasted Big Mac sauce, bro? That's crazy to me, dude.
The man said he good.
I'm gonna kill it with this. The only thing out the box I done had from McDonald's It's a motherfucking Happy Meal, my nigga, when I was 6 years old. So we just
okay. I thought you were about to say fillet of fish. I would have been like, hey, bro.
Oh, hell no. Oh, no.
You ain't never had a fillet of fish, nigga?
No.
What's wrong
I
with
thought you was about to say that shit's straight.
Nasty.
Oh,
Hey,
Damn, bro. This nigga worse than 16, man.
Fillet of fish is hot garbage, bro. You can go get you a catfish bucket, basket. You can go get you a damn fish sandwich from Popeyes or Arby's. That shit's better than McDonald's, bro.
Look, if I'm gonna go eat
bro.
I mean, this is true, easy, but
Nah. This is Debo. This
wait,
is
hold on.
With the leg quarters. This in the same.
What's wrong with Arby's?
Leg quarters been. I keep telling you, leg quarters been there for you.
No, black people, we gotta move on from that shit, bro.
They've been there for
better
you.
tasting fish out there. Y'all killing the fuck out of salmon. Y'all beating that shit to the ground. I ain't
They
gonna lie.
definitely are. Y'all definitely eating too much fucking salmon. They gonna go extinct.
We got cod. We got other shit, bro. Leave that fillet of fish alone, bro.
Listen, fillet of fish is okay, but if you gotta eat some other fish, I'm with easy.
Wanted us to move on, bro. Get that fillet of fish up out of here, bro. This shit's trash.
Hey, look, I'm gonna say it like this: if you eating a fillet of fish from McDonald's, I don't trust you. And I hate to say that because I don't trust you except for one person because that's my heart, that's my love, that's my baby, and that's my grandma. I'd have had to order one of those for her.
Because it's good enough for your grandma. It's good enough for everybody then.
But outside of my grandma, if you eat a fillet of fish from McDonald's, I don't trust you.
But you eating that moose knuckle meat in the double cheeseburger. That shit is moose knuckle.
That means you can't be trusted.
Well,
y'all eating cow hoof from McDonald's.
I sure ate one today.
Man, I'm just good. You know what? I'm gonna get in with mine because
I had a fillet of fish today, bro.
Debo is like,
hey Chris, bro.
He's just determined to stomp on my nerves today. I got it. This shit with this rant. I got to get this off my chest because at the time when it happened, we didn't do a show and the story died down, but I never was able to get it out. So we were okay. So this is a hip hop show in name. You know, we break down stuff when we can. We review albums when we can, but mostly we be talking about this dumb shit. But I gotta mention this situation that happened with Drake and Joe Budden, where Drake got a little bit upset with Joe Budden because he was critical of the last album that he dropped, and Drake just eviscerated him on Twitter. And Debo, you say this all the time, that two things can be true at the same time. So Drake went in on Joe Budden saying that you know, his opinion, you listening to a failure in music and all this other stuff. And that got me to thinking to myself, like, I want to listen to what Joe Budden had to say. So he had just some, you know, honest criticism about what he felt like about Drake from an artist standpoint. Now, is Joe Budden a failure as an artist? I mean, you can't really say that.
No, you can. Absolutely. Empirically.
No,
it take you 20 years to go. That's kind of crazy to me.
No.
I'm
going somewhere with this, though. I'm going somewhere with this.
Okay.
So just follow me along this nuance here. All right. So you can't 100% call him a failure, and I'm gonna tell you why. I'm not going to say that he's had the greatest career or anything like that, but when you take somebody who had the rap career of a Joe Budden and he says anything when it comes to Drake, Drake is like the Beatles for this generation. So anybody who's critical of him is going to look like a hater because it's Drake. That's the reason why it looks like that, because it's Drake. And at the same time, Drake being at the level that he is could be a little less sensitive about somebody that he feels is irrelevant saying something about him that he considers to be negative. So two things can be true. Is Joe Budden okay as a rapper? Yeah, he all right. But can Drake be a little bit less sensitive about somebody talking about him who's not on his level? Yes. He didn't have to eviscerate the man.
I think he did.
Hey, 16,
I think he did.
3 Joe Budden songs.
Huh?
Pump it up.
I didn't say it like I was a fan. I didn't say that shit.
You can't, because that nigga don't got 3 songs. He got one.
I'm just trying to make a point here. Can you name 3 songs?
I guess the greater point that I'm getting at is that compared to any other person, you would look like a hater because he's trying to say that Joe Budden's hating on him because he's a failure at music, which he probably was. But anybody would look at it. Anybody
was
look like
is nigga is a failure. He's currently failing at music. There's nothing about it. That nigga's a fucking failure, bro. That nigga is a podcast host, nigga. He doing what we do right motherfucking now, nigga. Because he's a fucking failure. Because he made one song and it took him 20 fucking years to sell 100,000 records. Is fucking crazy to me. Right, so I agree with you. What you're saying, you're correct. Two things can be true. Joe Budden can be critical of Drake, and he should be, as well as Drake don't need to be as sensitive. However, because it's Joe Budden, fuck that shit. Because anybody else opinion I will listen to. I'm not gonna listen to a failure.
But I'm saying
I'm not gonna listen to somebody that's doing worse than me.
But if he makes that criticism of somebody who's of a lesser name, it's not gonna carry that because anybody would look like a hater if they coming after Drake based on what level he's on. Is the point that I'm making. So Drake need to just leave that shit alone. It don't affect nothing because Drake can make mid shit and he can get called on. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah. And somebody that's more credible will can definitely call it out, and people will listen. But it ain't Joe Budden. That's the problem. It's the person, Joe Budden. If it was anybody else, we wouldn't have a conversation because we'd be like, you know what, that nigga right. If it was motherfucking Frank Ski from fucking V103 talking about, we'd be like, you know what, Frank Ski is right because that nigga sold more than 100,000. You know what I'm saying? Doodle Brown is a fucking legit song, nigga. Nigga still dancing this shit.
Okay, what is this? The end of 2023, and we have a Frank Ski reference. You know what?
Yeah, we do because nigga, that's my point. That's how outlandish Joe Budden is. I'm comparing that nigga to Frank Ski, nigga.
And you know what? This concludes this segment. That's what I'll say to that one. This is over. Done.
Joe fucking Budden. That's a corny ass nigga, dog. That nigga Drake was right to roast that nigga, and I don't even like Drake like that.
You are now listening to The Radio Show.
I don't have road rage. I just don't like when people get in the left lane and do the speed limit. Nigga, if you gonna get in this lane, you gotta accept the risk that you could potentially get a ticket. That's what this lane is for.
You're listening to The Radio Show ATL on YouTube and all other podcast providers.
All right, we have come to the end of the episode here. This is the holiday season. It's our last show of 2023.
And none of y'all got no attire on either.
Yep. Before we take a break, no attire, no Christmas spirit. But we're taking a little break during the holidays. But this is our last show. We wanted to make sure we went out with something big time and entertaining. That's why we decided to Bring a Friend Night. So this is the time that we're gonna take a moment to shine the light on our homies that's hanging out with us for Bring a Friend Night. So I wanted to start off with the homies from the On the Geaux Podcast, right? On the Geaux is the sports authority, all right? These guys are not just making takes out the blue because they don't know what they're talking about. They actually watch the games. You got informed, information that's coming from guys who love sports. What y'all got coming in 2024, man? Y'all doing a great job. Y'all doing the lives every Sunday. Let the people know where they can find you when y'all going live. People need to know about that shit.
Man, look, we outside. We outside every Sunday.
Yeah, I mean
8:30 Eastern. Just recapping the football day, just talking all the kind of sports. Tyler's letting you know why FSU should be in the college football playoff. It's a diversity of opinions. It's great stuff. Make sure to tune in. Come kick it with us. We have a live YouTube comment section going. So you come in, ask any questions, give your thoughts on.
Yeah, man. Y'all got to jump in them chats, man. Jump in the chats.
We even talk about out-of-pocket shit like this. So, just come in, have a good time, kick it with us. We'll toast you with our virtual beer can and, have a good time. Every Sunday, 8:30 on the go.
You don't get a little bit of inspiration. You don't get a little bit of motivation. You don't get a little bit of nigga shit. You know what I'm saying? You don't get a little bit of all of it.
Absolutely. That's what you come there for. All right. So the information for On the Geaux Podcast is on the screen and in the podcast description. And it's a usual cameo every now and again from Skip Drayless. Debo stopped through. I stop through sometimes, but those boys definitely be bringing it. Check them out. Like I said, information is in the podcast description. Make sure and show them some love.
Yeah, come through.
So let's swing it over to my Negro amigo. That would be Debo, my Black Friend Podcast, out there doing wild shit. Over 300 episodes plus. Debo, what's going on with y'all? You and Danny for 2024. What you got?
2024, nigga. That's too long away, nigga. I don't know what the fuck we doing. I can tell you this. Y'all gonna have a new episode tomorrow for the Christmas special. 3 hours of content of just talking about Christmas shit, bringing up traumatic Christmas memories and talking about how our families ain't shit. So, you can come listen to that, entertain yourself for 3 hours during your workday. But we'll probably be dropping something around, I don't know, maybe the early part of next year. But yeah, we got Christmas specials dropping tomorrow.
Cool. And in the interim, you of course are on here damn near all the time. So people will get their feel of you. All right. But if you want to listen to my Black Friend, radiocircus.net, the information for them is on the screen, podcast description. Don't listen to it around your kids because they be saying some crazy shit. Don't do it. explicit music.
Definitely earphones is not safe for work.
Not safe for work. But it's safe for you to get a good laugh, though. RadioCircus.net to check out My Black Friend or wherever you listen to podcasts. All right, so finally, we're coming to the lovely ladies from Small Talk Podcast who came to hang out with us on Bring a Friend Night. If y'all have not listened to our interview with them, what the fuck are you doing? That shit was so much fun. We had so much fun getting to know them. They are friends of the show. We're so glad to have them hang out with us for Bring a Friend Night. So Bryttany, Aisya, what you guys got going on? I know that y'all just ended y'all season, but what can we expect from you guys coming up for 2024?
So 2024, yes, we did just end our season. If you have not checked out our last segment of Say It Ain't So, we did a spicy mayo mix for all the pop, rock, white culture songs that's on our playlist. So go ahead and check that out. You guys can comment, add on your little mix to our mix. 2024, we got season 7 coming at y'all. We got the hot seat where we invite a guest out to sit in the hot seat and anything goes. We ask the questions, we put you on the spot, we expect you to provide the answers. It's usually a male, might be one of y'all. So tune in for that. We also have our sofa sessions where we hop into our therapeutic bag. We just sit down and talk about any mental health related issues that are, hot topics or in the Black culture, whatever that is. And we also have our After Dark segment where we get a little steamy, a little spicy. So that's something to look forward to as well in season 7.
Nice. Looking forward to that. This is, great conversation between two sisters. I mean, friends in name, but, those are sisters right there. And it comes across in the conversation, the genuine,
And Aisya gonna let y'all know if y'all a little bit disrespectful too.
Right. Absolutely, she gonna tell you to your face, bro. And I fuck.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, we gotta flex. Black women with the master's degrees. Okay, they ain't just talking out their ass. Okay,
They're not. They bringing it. It's a reason why they're here because yes, you see pretty faces, yes, but that's not even half of it. These are beautiful, intelligent queens bringing it.
Stand on business.
To the small
Yo, better hype us up.
Y'all stand on business.
Information.
Come
is
on
the
sis.
screen.
Come on, sis.
All right. And also on the podcast
Y'all better
description,
work.
check out their YouTube channel. Give them a like, follow, or listen. I'm gonna give Debo your information. He can come find your ass. All right.
And I do know how to find motherfuckers, bro. You already know what it is. We know.
I know he can find somebody. So show these queens some love. All right, they deserve it. All right. So to round out everything as far as the radio show ATL goes, I first want to say that I'm appreciative to everybody that's involved in this community that we built up around this crazy show that we do. I just definitely appreciate it. It is just taking us to heights that I just never thought imagined. We hit the top 200 in the music commentary category on Apple, which was like, the big thing with that. Currently charting right now in Luxembourg of all places. We haven't been on the chart for 6 weeks out there in the top 200, getting as high as number 20. So somebody in Luxembourg is listening to this nigga ass shit. We appreciate you for doing so. All right. All right. So for all the artists that send us their music, we appreciate it. More new music is coming from people who send us shit all the time. We appreciate that shit as well. So now I get to do my spiel thing. If you want to be a guest on the radio show ATL, just send us an email to radioshowinbox@gmail.com, or you can send us a text 678-800-1677. We look forward to hearing from you. So again, another Bring a Friend Night in the books. 2023 is in the books. We went out with a bang with our friends on the Go Podcast, My Black Friend, Small Talk. So I get to use my catchphrase one more time in 2023. All right. So please just remember and never forget, you're not just listening to a radio show or some radio show. You're listening to the radio show ATL. Thank y'all for listening, watching, all that shit. We'll catch y'all in 2024.
And 2024, wash your damn hands. Put some deodorant on.
Ridiculous. Jeez.
Wasn't this young woman, wasn't she like drunk and all this at the time of this went down?
So she wasn't drunk at the time it went down, but she did get drunk after.
Okay, so
she did get drunk after.
I'm gonna cut it with that mega good shit. That's good. All right, so we can stop there right there.
When you guilty, everybody leaving your side, bro. Your mama, your daddy, your girl. Hell, the girl probably taking your kids away. When you guilty, you guilty. Everybody leaving you. Megan Good been by his side the whole time.
She was holding that nigga cup. You know he carry a cup everywhere where he go, which is the most corniest fucking shit I've ever seen. She was holding the cup, nigga.
What the fuck?
Debo on some
that nigga been paying attention to that shit, boy.
I swear, listen, I put it to you on everything I love in America, bro. On my son's shoulder, that nigga carry. He did an interview talking about he carry an empty mug everywhere he go.
Don't put it on America. They don't want us here, bro.